You are listening to the Witch on Wine podcast, and I'm your host, Yolanda Shoshana. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, as we all know, wine is delicious on its own, but wine is even better with food, which is why I'm so excited to be talking about food today. Today's guest is Blakely, the founder and creatrix of cookingforbimbos.com. Welcome to the show, Blakely.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I love what your website is called, so I am so excited that you are here. Yes. Food should be fun, right?
Absolutely.
So you came up with the idea for this website when you were attending Le Cordon Bleu. How fancy. So why did you start the site, and actually where does the name come from? Like, what were you doing when you thought of the name?
Yeah, so I started this just as a way when I was in school to kind of share my recipes and all the kind of fun tricks that I was learning in school with my loved ones at home. Mm-hmm. So after a little while, I don't know, it just started snowballing, and I kept making more recipes and then putting my own on there, and before you know it, I have 300 recipes on there. So that's how it started, though, was a way to share it with my friends and family. And the name, my dad likes to think that he's some marketing genius. So he thought of the name, and he just thought it was hilarious because, like, a cooking for dummies, but it's like a cooking for bimbos. Yeah, he thought it was funny, and it stuck. I was like, that is hilarious. I'm using that.
Awesome. I like that. So, so what's it like going to Le Cordon Bleu, actually? Like, I don't talk to many people that go to that cooking school. Like, what was it like for you?
It was a lot of fun. It's actually super intense. I mean, we were there. I had to be there like 6 o'clock in the morning, fully coated, a cravat, like the hat. I mean, just full shebang. It was pretty intense, but it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, met a lot of really fun people, and yeah, it was a great experience.
So did you specialize in anything, or did you just learn how to make everything in general?
Well, there's 2 different programs they have. They have a baking program and like a culinary arts. So just doing the culinary arts, you get like 6 weeks of baking, kind of like an intro, but not as quite as in depth. So I did the culinary arts one, and then after school, you have to do an internship. So I decided to embrace my baking side, so I actually did it at a pastry shop. So I like to do both. I'm one to share a few.
Well, I can tell by your website because you've got a lot of different stuff on your website, which I love.
Yes, a wide variety of things.
So where did the cooking bug come from? Did you always want to be a chef? Was food always a passion for you?
Absolutely. Growing up, my mom's an amazing cook. Both of my grandmothers are amazing cooks. So every weekend it's a big just food orgy, basically. So it's just food all the time. And my mom remembers, I obviously don't remember because I was like 3 years old, but she would wake up on the weekends and I was in the kitchen making homemade blueberry muffins have like a breakfast in bed. So I've always loved her.
Oh my gosh.
I was always in there with her, just doing everything. Yeah. So it's just been ingrained in me from day one.
Wow, that young up making blueberry muffins.
Yeah, I know. I hope I have a daughter and she does that.
I know. I'm like, wow, when was the last time I baked something? I'm like,
Yeah.
So why do you think that it's important for people to add the art of cooking into their lifestyle? Because now we're all so busy, of course, but why should cooking be a part of something that people do?
Well, I think people put too much pressure on cooking. It's supposed to be fun. I see it as a stress reliever. If I had a hard day, I have to get in the kitchen and just take my aggression out on the chopping board. Just chop up a bunch of stuff. It makes me feel good. It's fun to create something, and when you know what you're eating, you eat more healthy. It just makes you feel good to create something that tastes that good.
That's true. But like, what about people because I know there's pushback, but I'm too busy. I can't cook. What about people who say they can't cook? Because there's always those people that are like, but I can't do it. I'm going to burn something. I'm going to.
Trust me, I get those all the time. But cooking doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to have a 20-step 20-step process, like long list of ingredients. You really don't. You can make it as simple as you want. You can make just like adding a few little things here and there, like fresh herbs and spices. Just a little something just makes it feel more gourmet. You don't need to do a ton of ingredients. And
True.
Yeah, you can kind of dumb it down a little bit.
I like that. I like that. Though I actually love to cook. I love to cook, but, being busy. So if I'm dumbing it down, so say somebody is, I don't know, like I'm a New Yorker, so we got crazy lifestyles here. Or maybe somebody wants to cook for their boo, their partner, their lover, whatever it is. Is there something simple that you probably have on your website, because it's got lots of recipes, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That maybe I could go to your site and do that wouldn't be too difficult? Or
of course. Like I said, you don't have to do a bunch of fancy, long step kind of ingredients and recipes. And, there's easy roast vegetables are always delicious.
Okay.
Those are always good. You add some like Parmesan and thyme on them, a little squeeze of lemon, and it tastes like $1 million. It's just delicious. Pair that, with some good wine, some easy, simple chicken or steak or anything like that, and you're golden. You don't have to put a lot of time and effort into it.
Okay, you're right. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, also, though, this is what I also think about cooking, though. I also think that if you are in a relationship, some people, and I think couples that cook together stay together, I think it's like one of the coolest things you can do with your partner.
I agree. Well, cooking's sexy. It's hands-on,
Yeah.
Your partner, and you're getting in there. It's fun.
Right. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
So rosé season is finally almost here, though I drink rosé year-round. Are you a wine drinker? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Well, I always think everybody who makes food should drink. What's your favorite type of wine? Do you have a favorite type, or you like all wine?
You know what? I like all wines. Red. It just depends. During the day, I'm a white girl.
Okay.
At nighttime, I like red.
Interesting.
And then, I like to travel a lot. So I was taught when I was in Greece that you drink rosé at the beach. You bring a bottle of rosé at the beach. And ever since then, it is stuck, and I recommend it, and it's delicious, and it just goes. So I love rosé.
I love that. Well, the Greeks, they know what they're doing. I like that. Take a bottle of rosé to the beach.
Yes. And I'm not joking. I totally sneak one on the beach with me all the time.
Well, I think you live in a place where you have a lot of beach. We have beaches in New York, but probably not as good as where you are.
Yeah, I'm year-round beach girl down here in Florida. So
oh, my gosh.
all the time.
Oh, my gosh. So you're definitely rosé all the day. So rosé season is here. So what are some of the recipes on your site that somebody could go and say, okay, they got them a bottle of rosé. What recipes do you recommend that they should go and get from cooking with Bimbos?
Well, besides everything, I love rosé and seafood. Rosé and seafood, I feel like, go really well. It's, the whole beach vibe. So there's all kinds of great seafood. You can do like a seafood pasta I have on there. You can do all kinds. I have a really delicious, it's called fish and papillote. So what it is, it's super easy. This is a great one to make for your boo. You take a piece of parchment paper. You do fish, some thinly sliced lemon. You can do some artichoke, some little bit of onion, and some cherry tomatoes. You wrap it all up and let it kind of steam in its own juices, and it's so good, and it's so easy. It's easy to clean up. It's delicious.
That sounds so good. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Let me put that in my. Okay, I like that. So clearly you like to cook, but there's got to be a day where maybe you don't want to. What inspires you in the kitchen? Like, what gets your kitchen magic going? Do you put some candles on? Is there some jazz music playing in the background?
That's
what does
exactly
Blakely do?
I'm not even joking. That's exactly what I do. I have an old record player. I have some old jazz records.
Record player.
I do. I'll do that. I have some candles going. I, pour me a glass of wine or whatever I'm wanting, and just go from there. Just let my creative juices flow.
Oh my God, record player, girl. I like that. I like that.
I do. I'm a nerd. I like it.
I like that. It's like I haven't heard record player in a while.
I know. Put on some old Coltrane and I'm good to go.
Oh, girl, yeah. See, people, this is what you do. So it's kind of like your own ritual in the kitchen. Okay.
Yeah, I love doing it. I have to have music playing when I'm cooking. I do.
Okay, fair enough. Are there any chefs that inspire you, that you look to? Like, do you watch the Food Network? I know some people don't anymore. There's cooking channels and everything, but is there somebody that inspires you that you look up to that's really doing something great in the kitchen?
I've always very much loved and respected Ina Garten. She's by far my favorite. She's classy. She's just great. I love watching her. I love how, she's simple recipes that are fancy looking. But to be totally honest, I don't really even watch the Food Network anymore.
Well, I guess you don't need to. You don't need to, though, right? You kind of don't need to.
I still like to be inspired by other people and, kind of see what food trends are going on. And, just take a look. But I don't know. The Food Network's gotten a little boring for me, to be totally honest.
Well, yeah. I got you. It's for a lot of us. I just was wondering if there was anybody. Okay.
I love Ina Garten.
Well, I have to give you a shout out for that grasshopper pie thing that you put up, because I had to post that.
That is so good. I made it. Well, I obviously made it last week for St. Patrick's Day this week, so I could do the video and everything. And I had some family over, and I think there was like 6 of us, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, and it was gone, like completely gone. Like not even a crumb in sight. Like it was gone. And it's because it's a no-bake dessert too, so it's really easy to do.
Oh, I don't even know if I realized that. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, you have to bake the crust for like 5 minutes, but that's easy.
Wow, that definitely is something I want to make. I love mint and chocolate, like 2 aphrodisiacs that are just so amazing together. So I just was so excited when I saw that and went, forget St. Patrick's Day, I just want to have that.
It's so good. And it's a classic dessert. It's an old school style dessert. And I was like trying to think of things to make for St. Patrick's Day. I was like, Guinness, Bailey's,
yeah.
No. I want something minty and chocolatey and just decadent, and that's what I'm gonna make.
Yeah, and I was like, and I'd pair that with like a glass of Cremant or champagne, and just there it is.
Yes, delicious.
So
love it.
What's next for this Cooking with Bimbos? Do you have a book that you're working on, or is there anything that you can announce, or is it a
question? I'm kind of on this. I've just been on like a little circuit here of like morning show, doing that kind of stuff, and I've been doing a lot of those. Yeah, it's really fun. So I've been doing a lot of that, and keep going with my website. I do really, really want to do a cookbook, but that's something that I really want to take my time on and not just push out. I want to make it a labor of love, and when I do it, I'm going to do it right. So that's something that I'm not rushing on. When the time's right and I feel like it's going to be perfect, that's when I'm going to be doing it.
Cool. Absolutely. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. And you have some videos as well, right, that people can go to, and you show us how to make the food and all that good stuff. Okay, we can find you on YouTube. Is that it? Where is it?
Well, if you go on my you can find
it's on your website. Well. Of course.
Yeah, so one thing that, makes my website kind of stand out is every recipe has a video. So it's kind of like the dumbed down. Like, I love all the food blogs that you see on Pinterest and everything, but I'm a very visual person. I like to watch it. I like to see what the end result's going to be, how it looks in the middle. Like, I like to see the full shebang. So I show you start to finish, plating, eating, like everything.
Wow. Go, girl.
Yeah. I have like 300 of them too.
Woo! Yay! Yeah. So, everyone, now that you know about Cooking for Bimbos, you now can go to this website and find things to make to pair with your fabulous wine. I love it. So it's cookingforbimbos.com, and Thank you so much, Blakely. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to be watching and seeing what I can pair as well because I'm a busy girl and I need inspiration in the kitchen too, like everybody else.
Good. I hope I inspire somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we love that. And I'm cooking for Bimbos. How fun is that?
It's fun. I get a lot of mixed reactions. People are like, what, are you calling yourself a bimbo? I'm like, no, I'm not calling myself a bimbo. It's supposed to be fun. Just relax.
I like that. Just relax. I mean, you went to Le Cordon Bleu, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm not a bimbo.
I think that's the thing that I was even more impressed about. I was like, I like this. Because when I saw that, I went, knows how to make the food. Don't take yourself too seriously. All good stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You have to have fun with food. Food is supposed to be fun. It, brings people together. It makes you happy. People just stress about it too much. Go in there, just whip up something.
And the same with wine. So, thank you so much for your time, Blakely, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And as I always say, use this information. It will change your life. It will lead you to a magical life. And until next time, cheers.